These doors are gonna haunt me forever.
Aside from being a job, it is a somewhere like a renovation, a job site is somewhere where we spend months of our lives. So we do give a lot of our energy to that kind of environment. But I do find that people, I don't know, I believe in energy, so I'm super happy when I find a client, and I'm super happy when I find tradespeople, designers that I'm on the same page with. Oh my God, this is so cool. It looks so good.
If you make the ceiling white in a small room like this, yeah, in theory it's gonna make it look brighter. But it's not. It's just gonna show how short the wall is.
Yeah. It's not gonna let the wall have the same impact, basically, especially since you're trying and you're applying the molding and you're trying to like add all these craftsman details, and then you have a white ceiling. It's definitely a patience test. It is a patience test. And I've learned that I love a good challenge, and I've learned that it's so hard to navigate so many personalities and so many egos and so many preferences, and I always take a client's sort of doubt and questioning attitude as a challenge for myself, and I make it a point to prove that I know what we're doing, that I know what I'm doing, and to prove to them that they're in good hands.
And not every time. There's things that are being overlooked, and not only by the client. There's a lot of times details are being overlooked even by professionals. Because again, you're a professional designer, but you're not a manufacturer. You're a manufacturer, but you're not a finisher. You're a manufacturer and a finisher, but you're not an installer. So this is where the advantage of working with somebody that takes care of all aspects, starting with the design, manufacturing, delivery, and installation, and sprinkle the finishing there, because I forgot it.
Like we do some shallower drawers, some medium size, and some deep ones for all like the pots, or like any deeper serving bowls, or like you need multiple dimensions because not everything can fit in standards.
So you're thinking of that when you're designing these?
Well, we try to understand what the client's lifestyle is before anything else. And we try to make sure to accommodate the way they want to utilize their space. So some people like to entertain a lot. When you have to entertain a lot, you have to factor in multiple sets of dishes, all sorts of serving platters and bowls, and maybe more than in a regular kitchen where people will say that I just like to cook for my family and there's not much else happening here. So we try to do a combination of all sorts of storage in here, from like shelving to deeper drawers, making sure that we utilize as much as possible, like from every single cabinet, if that means utilizing the mechanism to take advantage of the deep corner and still give us a full cabinet on this side, because if there's one thing I hate is the double hinged door. Those always get damaged and always fall out of alignment. There's nothing I can do to make your final product be exactly like the photo that you present. So that's a big challenge too with doing individual spaces and having to work with clients that think they have a vision, but they don't understand the level of detail that it takes to take an idea and try to convert it into something that fits their space. Like in terms of garbage and recycling, this would be like the minimum for every kitchen. A lot of times we use the bigger mechanisms if there's also compost in it. But in this case, it wasn't required. Like our large kitchen sink, top size, my favorite. In terms of adding design details along with functional details, like this is going to be sort of a display unit for cups and serving plates and glasses, like everything. That's why we integrated LEDs. I wish I could show you, but the electrical isn't finished. Well, I find lighting to be a very nice accessory, and I find it to be very easy to integrate in custom cabinetry because it elevates the final product. It just elevates the overall look of our product, but as well the functionality in terms of you open a closet door, the light comes on, so it just creates a better finished product. We wanted a double vanity. We didn't want to clutter with anything, so we offered as much storage as possible here because we didn't really want medicine cabinets. So we spaced the sinks apart, allowing for a bank of drawers for added functionality, and also some extra counter in between the two. And we're just going to have 2 mirrors.
The lines, they continue. So these 3 drawers were cut out of one piece of wood, so that you have the grain continues from one piece to the second to the third. This is something that a lot of cabinet makers don't pay attention to, and a lot of clients don't really care about that information before seeing it done. But once it's done, if I were to replace these 2 drawers, just switch them, and then the grain would not be continuous, you will notice. It's one of those things that doesn't matter until you see it done right. But when it's done right, you cannot go back. Next question, please.